Hello, sometimes I like to use just a sentiment and my paintbrush and Brushos, and I like to just paint something that I'm feeling. Maybe it's a tree, maybe it's leaves. Um, I think for this, I'm gonna build a, I'm gonna, I'm gonna start like a, I don't know, a leafy vine sort of thing. Maybe I'll just go with grasses and really, I think that's what I want to do is I just want to do grasses. So I think what I'll do is I'll start here and I'll just make one brush stroke here, one brush stroke here, 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 and here. And you can kind of see where my brush strokes are, and maybe you can't, and that's okay. But I'm just going to go with lines. I think the more we learn about, the more we try to just play with our brushes, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I have fun just painting with watercolor. With Brusho and watercolor. And I always like to have my rag, whatever this washcloth, whatever I'm calling it these days, handy. And I'm just gonna make some like grass, healing, grassy type. It's very artistic. You're taking a lot of artistic license here, which is good. That's what you want. And I'm like very light, thin brush strokes. And if you don't like something, you can always just like spray it with water and let it dry and start over again. I like this, and I'm going to add to the layers. But look at that. I just think that's so pretty. And you could keep going with it. I'm actually going to stop there, and I want to add a little bit of purple. Yes, I did say purple. Why not? I think purple with the green is really going to look pretty. And so, and I also think that when you add a little bit of the dark, you get a lot more contrast, and so it looks very much more artistic. And this is a fun way to practice, like if you're looking to understand color theory a little bit better. It's just a really fun way. Like I call this color play, to be quite honest. And maybe I want to add purple right there because we don't have a whole lot of texture. Yeah, I really like that. And I don't want to go too crazy with the purple. And I'm really looking to see where my brush is. I want my brush to be almost straight perpendicular to the paper, or at like a 45-degree angle. And I'm just lightly brushing across. I'm hardly touching the paper. Very lightly, light, gentle touches. And then I'm also pausing to see how the water reacts with the pigment. And that's always important too. And I think just to give it some extra, I'm gonna go with that. All right, I really like this. I think it's very artistic. I think that if we wanted to, I could also add a little bit more of the emerald green, maybe right here, just to give it some darkness. And then what I'll do is I'll go back in and just very lightly add in that. But I don't want to overwork it. And I want to keep what's already there. There. I think just adding that little bit and adding and having that color differentiate. I don't know, you have the purples with the blues and the greens and the yellows, and it totally works together. And I think that you can get a really fun card panel out of this. And then one thing I might even try and do is, I think copper will look nice. So I'm going to add some of this copper to it, just to give it some texture. I really like playing with colors and textures, and Brushos give me that opportunity to do that. And I think that's absolutely stunning. I'm going to leave it alone. Not touch it. Don't touch it. If there's one thing that you do want to do to make sure that the copper stays on the card, is they say to spray it. But be very careful because you don't want to lose your brushwork. Like I would say, stop while you're ahead. That looks really cool. And I might even just crop it like this. We'll see what happens in the card production side of things. This is the card creation part, and then I'll go to the card production side of things in a little bit. But we got lots of card panels to play with in this. I love this right there. I love how that is mixing together. It's gonna look really pretty, I think. So anyways, there's some other ideas for you. I hope that you can play around, see what works, and we'll talk to you soon. Can't wait to see your projects. Keep playing with the Brushworks.